Well, looks like just after 9 o'clock. Welcome, it's everydaykt number 67. Today, talk about some of the stuff we talked about yesterday a little bit. All of the shenanigans you can do outside. Well, I actually went and did some of it because we didn't have any massive snowstorm today. And it was gorgeous outside. So, we'll do a little bit about that. And, as promised, I finished the kilt pins. So, I'll show you what those look like first. So, what we talked about, I showed you what I was doing, and this is one of the 3 Scotchman pieces that I did, and it actually turned out halfway okay. So I ran it through the tumbler, and it came out really nice. For some reason, the back of it, if you can see, it's kind of hollow for some reason because of the mold, the way that the mold was put together. All 3 of them are like that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but they are pretty cool. So I am going to keep a hold of those. Nathan was asking about the headless Kiltman. So that's what the final result is. As you can see, it's got that old, it's got like a patina to it, sort of. It's kind of look old and just kind of rough, but cool nonetheless. And the one piece that everybody's been waiting for are those cool kilt pins. So this is one of them. As you can see, you've got your Kiltman, and you do have, you can see it looks like there's a little bit of something to it. That's actually leftover residue from the pewter casting process that the tumbler didn't get off. So that's okay. It actually makes it look more hand done, I think. 90, well, not 99%, but a vast majority of all the kilt pins out there, they're polished, they're very finished, they're very ornate and delicate as far as the detail goes. This, on the other hand, looks like somebody made it at a blacksmith shop 800 years ago. And that was what I was looking for. So, I do have them set up 2 different ways. Of course, you've got the pin, so you can make it a kilt pin. This is the one that does not have the loop on the end, so it doesn't get cut up. But there's also the key ring, so you can either put it on your kilt like this, or put it on your keychain like this. And every one of them that I send out comes like this. So you have the option. It comes set up as a kilt pin, but it has the ring, so that if you want to throw it on your keychain, you are more than welcome to. And, maybe, who knows, you might be able to keep that ring for later. I think I got something like 15, 20 out of the last batch. So we had a bunch of freebies that will be sent out. All the stuff that's been promised, I was going to make sure that the first 2 freebies with the standing Kiltman and the book also got one of these kilt pins. I wanted to make sure that. So all of those will be going out this week. I also had, I think, 4 or 5 of these. These actually are the same kilt pin, but they stand up on their own. The base, this is that nozzle that I showed you when I made the mold. This is the pewter that I normally just break right off and make the kilt pin, as you can see right here. If you look here real close, you'll see it's the exact same thing. Just like that, except this one has the base broken. This one doesn't. Oh, a little too close. So the ones with the base actually stand up. I think I've got 4 of them. So I'm not sure what I'll do. I don't feel like making any special thing on the website to sell them. So probably gonna wind up giving them away to people because I think they're cool. So the kilt pins are done. Like I said, I'll be sending those out. Any leftovers, I'll be putting them up on kiltruck.com. I don't know, probably like, I don't know, $9, $10 a piece. Shipping included and all that other shenanigans. So, the next part we're going to talk about is snow shenanigans. Today, had some fun. Those of you who are following me on Instagram saw that I got out there and decided to help Quinn build a snow fort with my track-driven snowblower. It was awesome. that thing moved a ton of snow. I actually just finished fixing up the tracks and the belts. That thing moved all kinds of snow, and everything was fantastic. I was hoping to get out there later today with Quinn to go out, build up that fort some more, turn it into something ferocious, maybe something like what you was seen on Hoth. But as Murphy would have it, our dog decided to lay claim to the fort, as we all know dogs do, and in the exact same way that dogs claim everything else. So the fort was abandoned because it was no longer habitable. Now, as far as the rest of the snow shenanigans, it was sunny. There was no wind, so I was able to actually go outside like this. Just like, a nice kilt. Actually, the snow was yellow and brown, David, so it was even worse. He definitely wanted that pile of snow. So, like I said, just my duty boots, some warm socks, t-shirt and a shirt, and my kilt. Now, when people are talking about snow kilts wearing in the snow, I had a conversation with a couple of guys today. They wear their sport kilts in the snow. That's fine. You can wear whatever you want. My personal preference, I like a really nice heavy kilt, something with some weight to it. So generally, I have two options. I either have the handmade wool kilts, which cost an arm and a leg, or you find someone who makes them in a heavier weight kilt, a heavier weight fabric, maybe a wool blend, something like that, machine sewn, not anywhere near as expensive as a handmade kilt. Personally, I love the Stillwater heavyweights. This is what this is. It was actually the second kilt that I ever bought, maybe the third. I don't remember. The first one I know was screwy, and then it was either this one or the other one, or my Utilikilt. Were second and third. But this is my go-to cold weather kilt. And it's very heavy. It's bulletproof almost. The pleats are still pretty much set where they are. And I've had this thing for almost 10 years. And I haven't gone through and done all the fancy pleat maintenance that people who have really, really expensive kilts will do on those kilts. And my daughter's waving, trying to get on the camera. She's being silly. Anyway, so these are the kilts I highly suggest for anyone who is in a colder climate. They're not that expensive compared to a handmade wool kilt. They will take a beating. Addie, talking to a bunch of people here. My friends, they want to hear what I'm talking about. Besides, they saw you last time anyway when you did your song and dance for them. So we'll do that later. Okay, it looks like she's rooking me into doing another song at some point in the future. So stay tuned for that later. Addie, please. So I highly suggest if you're going to buy a kilt to wear outside in the snow, and it's not just because you live somewhere where it's cold and snowy, you have to get from your house to the car to the place. You're actually doing stuff. Snowblowing, out in the woods, hiking around, whatever. Get a Stillwater heavyweight kilt. It will save you a ton of money. You won't have to worry about ruining your kilt, your nice fancy one. You can do all kinds of great things, and they'll take a beating. I washed this one in a tub. It's not a problem. So, Stillwater heavyweight is definitely the way to go for a inexpensive, quality cold weather kilt. No, they're not paying me. I don't even know if they know that they're getting a whole bunch of props tonight. It's just that they happen to be one of my favorites for the cold weather because I'm not going to wear my really nice wool, handmade, or made-to-order kilts out in the snow when I'm out doing snow blowing and shoveling and all those other shenanigans. I still say that snowball fights and kilts is trouble. They can be fun, but be careful. I almost had a misfire today. Having a snowball fight, no problems, but it was a little close for comfort. So just be careful. Just be careful there. Well, so the problem I have, Dave, is that most kilts that are off the peg, as it were, are 23 inches long. For me to be at the proper length, I'd need 24. The other trouble is that a 24-inch kilt on me will hit the back of my calves. This one, if I'm walking, doesn't bother the back of my calves. So 24-inch kilt, which would be the proper length, is too long for me because it's impractical. If I was just wearing my kilts to events or, in a short time where I'm not really moving around much, whole different story. No, not Dave. No, it's actually, here's my navel right here, so it's maybe a half an inch short or half an inch lower than normal. It's not a problem asking. It also might be the camera angle because, if I step back a little bit, you'll see that it does hit the top of my knees. My kneecaps, up, here we go, boom. Kneecap stops right here, drops down. So it's all perspective, angles, whatnot. If I actually got the camera to the right angle, I don't even know what it would look like. I'd probably look like some kind of giant in this room because it's only a 7-foot ceiling. So anyway, back to snowblowing and snow shenanigans. The boots, if as long as the snow's not deeper than the boots, you're golden. Heavyweight, thick kilt. Mostly to keep the warmth in, but also to keep the snow, the wind from blowing your kilt all over the place. And other than that, have fun. Get out there. It's snowing outside. Where you're looking, looks like we're going to get some more snow here in a couple of days. Or not in a couple of days, over the next few days. So I'll probably have a lot more interesting, fun, snow-based pictures over the next few days. And that's what we've got going on. So if someone could throw out a Kiltology volume, I'd love to give you some whatever random knowledge happens to pop up at the moment. So if outside video, absolutely. Okay, tomorrow I will go outside during the day and I will make a video. About what? That's rather broad. Guy in a kilt. If we're gonna do that, I could just go over and look at Chris's videos. He's walking around in one of his utility style kilts out in the snow a lot. Mark got volume 2. So yeah, let me know what you want me to talk about tomorrow out in the snow. Snow blowing. Well, I already did the snow blowing today. We'll see what I can come up with tomorrow. Something interesting. I'll bring the camera outside. I got a nice tripod that the weather's not going to hurt. So we'll see what I can come up with. Should be interesting. That is, as long as I can beat the weather. We're some kind of rainy, icy, sleety crap coming our way. Dave, you be careful. I might send you a box of frozen snow from Massachusetts. I keep flipping to that one. Well, this is a picture, so it says Merry Christmas. Nope, that's the same one I did last time. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about how other people react to your kilt and, trying to encourage them to accept it. And if nothing else, just get a laugh or a smile out of them. Just something to, put them in a better mood. So with that, we'll go with Kiltology number 367. It's called Smile. A smile is what you have when you're happy. A smile is given to a friend who you haven't seen in a while. A smile is on the face of children when they get ice cream. A smile is what you see on almost every bonny lass when she sees a kiltie. Some lasses even blush, and I'm sure you know why. So, smiles. There's a reason for them, and the reason why they're so precious. So, till tomorrow, I will have a midday live video at some point, out in the snow doing snow-type shenanigans. Till then, I will see you tomorrow. Be strong. Put a kilt on.